Hello, guys. Welcome to NLNP Episode 8. Switching hosts this week. And this week, as our guest, we have Derrick. Derrick, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Derrick.
That was awesome. Alright, we have, of course, we have Formana.
What's up, guys?
We have the better sounding Mofo.
What's up, YouTube?
Okay, that was horrible. Can't hear you.
If someone's playing the YouTube, I can hear the echo.
And we have Blackula.
Hola.
Alright. And of course, Itchy.
Well, I'm so glad you finally got to me. I was starting to think that you were going to forget about me completely. So everyone, I want to give a big round of applause because Brave Knight Karl, this is his first time hosting, and I think I think he's doing a wonderful job. So we're all going to sit back and we're going to enjoy this. So just a quick little hand here.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, yeah.
And we're off and running.
Slow clap.
So get us right into it, Karl. What are we talking about?
Alright, today we're going to start off with, Give me 1 second for technical issues. I am being extremely professional. Alright, we were talking about Lunaris 6-star, sorry. And you want to tell us about that, Itchy?
You want me to tell you about it?
We're going to enjoy this. Quick little
Let's see here. You want to know about just Lunaris, or what do you want to know about?
I don't know. Stats, usefulness.
Okay, well...
There you go, stats.
Don't make this complicated.
Okay. Yeah. So let me get to Jamie's screen here. He's bringing up the stats. Lunaris 6-star. I think that she is an interesting unit. I think her stats are decent. The only thing I don't understand is the hype, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the sequence that she was brought out was out of sequence with everything else. I think since Michelle's batch coming out as early as they did, I think that kind of screwed up things, and I think it kind of made it so that everything is kind of out of order right now. Those were really good units, and it kind of overshadows everything else that's happening. But even given that, I mean, overall, she has a very high attack stat, which is very nice. She's usable in Arena because she has the 65% attack for Dark Skill. And also, like I said, the high attack, especially at Breaker, she's looking at 2.3k. So I'm going to say that it's definitely a good unit. I just feel like I feel a little underwhelmed because of the order that things came out. I don't know if anyone else can agree with me with that.
Yeah, definitely. Even Dia's batch is gonna be useless when Zell Knight comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's the boobs.
Oh my god.
So, for mana, would you even say it's worth leveling one up if you have it?
Come again, sorry?
So would you say it's even worth, like, evolving her and like, everything if you have her?
Well, she's actually a really good unit, especially for players who don't have a lot of units. If you have Lunaris, you're good to go.
You don't need Melchior.
Yeah. Melchior's just better because he's more focused on utility. He adds light and more weakness points, so he's better on Frontier Hunter. But Lunaris is a more solid unit, in my opinion, compared to Melchior, who's really limited by his health.
Okay, anything else anyone want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I think that she's a unit that is going to be someone you could replace if you, even if you have Melchior, like you said, you could replace him with her. And at the same time, she gives you a little bit more utility, like the fact that she can have a decent attack on top of that, and she has a regular Brave Burst. She doesn't have a regular Brave Burst that's going to do nothing. She has one that's going to actually help you out in the interim. So, I mean, it was one unit in the Japanese version that I was considering running in my Maxwell squad, but I got a few other ones that I liked a little bit better, so I decided to use those instead. But, I mean, the fact that she can get rid of status elements is huge. It's something you don't see in a lot of units, and so it's kind of a shallow pool of units that can actually do something with that. So, and not having to rely on actually using a leader skill for that, and being able to free that up by just using it as like an SPB skill is pretty huge.
Not only can she remove them, but she can also prevent them for 3 turns as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I just say she has some awesome total stats?
Her total stats are nice, yeah. I mean, her recovery is a little bit lacking, but as soon as the stat imps and stuff like that come out, I mean, who cares?
And if you look at the chart, you can see most of her stats are going to recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So the stat imps would definitely more than make up for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, when you see the difference when you put like a stat imps on a unit that has like a leg wand or something like that, I mean, it's a huge boost. It's completely different. I mean, all the stats are like above 2K almost, definitely, which is going to be nice once we do actually get those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she's only second to Liron,
Mm-hmm.
who was the highest.
Yeah, his stats are really nice.
Yeah. So, as a leader in the arena, how would you compare Lunaris to Kikuri?
I think Kikuri is still better, just because she's paired with Lyra, and that would be more consistent.
Yeah, the only time I could see her working out better would be if you had her and maybe just like a complete attack team. If you weren't running Lyra, if you were running just like you wanted to go for the highest attack with all your units, and you were just aiming to take out as many units on turn 1 as possible, then I could see her being more effective. But if you have Lyras, or if you're running the Lyra team, I would still run Kikuri only because she, like Formana was saying, like she gives you more consistency in getting Brave Burst rather than trying to aim for taking out units first turn, because that 15% doesn't help a whole lot compared to what an entire team of Brave Burst could do.
And any chick that's good at handling sticks are good.
She does seem pretty good at that.
Yeah, she has a really great personality.
Can you see her holding that spear?
So, yeah, she definitely knows what she's doing. We'll put it that way. I forget. I remember I read the lore, and I don't remember which one she was crushing on, but she was all about one of the units, and I can't remember who it was. I forget who the lucky guy was. Might have been Sodas.
Yeah.
I forget.
I don't
Or
think
no,
so.
I think it was Aliot.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a little sidetrack in there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think this is why we need some women viewership, so that we can, so we can stay on topic. We need a woman's touch in here. So, any women gamers who are interested in coming on the show, we need you, because we need you to kind of slap us on the wrist every time we get off on tangents like that.
Anyway,
Anything else anyone wants to add before we move on? Alright. Up next, Lance Dungeons.
Wait, what?
You want to talk about the other 2 6-stars?
Luly, Rina.
If he was waiting tables right now, he would already be saying, "Listen, I'm sorry, it's my first day."
Oh god. So Luly, or Lolly rather.
Luly?
Ollie?
Yeah, how
I'm
do
so
you
used to her
pronounce that
Japanese.
anyway?
Luly.
Luly?
Her Japanese pronunciation is like the easiest. It's Ruri.
Rudy?
English.
So yeah, what's good about her?
I know. I know some people were raising her up. I want to know what they were raising her up for.
Well, for
I raise up all my units.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Someone said
Yeah.
she's really good at heart crystals, right? 25% drop rate.
Yeah, but I think Fee is better in that regard.
Yeah. But if you do a mono earth, if you ever have to do mono earth, I guess that's the only time you'll use her.
Ease dungeon,
Yeah, I
maybe.
think so too. Yeah, East Dungeon and nothing else, I guess. Unless we have mono vortex something in the future.
Yeah, but that's going to be dominated by Ophelia.
Yeah, well. But yeah, we mentioned this like a while ago, but we were talking about how she was one of the only units that could actually raise heart crystal drop rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, how long does she stick around with that kind of skill, given the units that are coming out?
She's gonna compete with Zell Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Zelnite.
what is Zelenite drop rate?
Everybody's gonna compete with Zelnite.
Yeah,
Well,
he
actually,
totally
I-
negates almost every character out there.
He's
Yeah.
such a great utility unit.
He
Like,
has brought that up.
Yeah, Will actually has a better HC drop rate compared to Luly's.
Really?
Yeah, Will has
Wow.
85%, I think.
But it's only one turn, and yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like Mega, who has a really high increase in drop rate, but only for one turn.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure. Like in the Japanese version, I've been trying to think of reasons to get rid of Zelenite out of my squad. I can't.
There's no reason.
I
So yeah,
can't.
the thing is, if you raise a Zell Knight, you can use him for anything.
Literally, like I try and think of reasons because there's a lot of times I'll go against like 2 units, right? And I will use a few Brave Bursts, and I don't want to use everyone's because it takes so long to use everyone's because in the Japanese version you can't just put on auto on ones you haven't done before. So I'll use my Brave Burst, and then I'll be like, damn, I missed like 2 or 3 people. They didn't get their Brave Burst back completely. So then I'll throw him out, and I'll be like, oh wait, I have everything again. You know what I mean? Like it's so nice to have. So I don't know how you replace that.
Okay, so I have Zelenites.
Like ever.
So his VC and HC are both 18%.
For the leader skill.
That's the leader skill.
Yeah, can you check the BB? SBB, I mean.
Let's see. Let's go. HC 15%. 15%. Yeah.
But that's still a pretty high attack modifier.
400.
And other than that, he can increase the BB gauge by 8. It's pretty good.
Just like Wilden.
Yep.
Can you guys see my screen? Because I already have it pulled up.
Here you go.
Yeah.
So the biggest question is, what are we gonna use Luly for aside from East Dungeon? And would she be a good unit to raise for a?
Did you guys
normal
check
player?
the raw data for Luly?
Yeah, it's up on Derrick's.
Because no, the raw data for the skills. Because on the raw data, you can find that her SBB actually raises the attack of Earth units by 40%,
Ah, Earth units.
Yeah.
which might kind of get which might be helpful when you're running a mono Earth team.
Yeah, but that's the thing. What part of the game are we gonna use Mono Earth in, other than East Dungeon?
I don't know.
Because the Earth Vortex is definitely going to be filled with Ophelias and maybe
Yeah,
even Vilma.
I'm raising my 5 affiliates now.
Are there
We didn't even get
any
the
other
damn
units?
Thunder Vortex yet. How are you gonna go ahead and do the Earth Vortex already?
Are there any other units that raise Earth attack?
Well,
Earth attack?
definitely the other unit that's going to raise Earth attack is the reward for the Earth Vortex.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Earth
threat.
Unit. And it'll be a hell of a lot more than Luly's.
Yeah, I don't like her stat distribution too. Her defense is kind of low.
Her defense is. You cannot even like think about running breaker.
See, I was actually considering doing guard. I still have my guardian one.
But then that kind of goes back to my point about like this would be a great unit if it had come out in order. If we had seen the 6 stars right after we saw Olu's batch, man, we would be set. We would be like, oh man, this unit is great. Look at that. Look at that attack. That's huge. And the fact that she can do heart crystals and still have attack up for 3 turns, we would be all about that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm wondering, like, if we should have gotten these maybe in order, or if we're just going to be sticking with the Michelle batch for the longest time.
I have a feeling we will be.
Yeah, because there's nothing else like Michelle's batch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're complete. I mean, I don't know how else to describe that batch. It's like that's the most amazing batch. So I mean, at least in global that we've gotten in global so far. That batch right there.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You've got high hitting units.
You have everything you need. You have an attack booster. You have a defense boost. You have someone who raises Brave Burst boost. You have someone who protects you against status effects. You have someone who raises criticals, and then even someone who can heal you per turn. So it's like, what more do you want? What more do you need, that is?
Well, that's the interesting thing, too. Right now, in the Japanese version, there's a lot of mix and match, especially when you go into raid. You get to see like everyone's squads and everything like that, what they're running, which is different from when you just see their leaders that they have up or whatever, or the leaders you can take along. You get to actually see like in-depth versions of people's squads. So it's pretty interesting because there's a wide variety of what people use, and there's no set like, okay, everyone's using these 6 units, because there's so many of them and they all have 6 stars right away. So I think when we get to that point where they're at, I think that it will be a little bit more distributed. I think that we're going to be able to see maybe a little bit more variety and not just everyone running the same squads. But I mean, that's just kind of where we're at right now, and that's why I'm wondering when it will be that we actually get to move on from this whole Michelle era.
Well, the thing is, DS batch tried to replicate the Michelle batch, but they weren't really that successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can run all 6 units from Michelle's batch, but you can't really run all 6 of Dia's batch because they don't have. I mean, they have kind of the same skills, but they're not on the same level. I mean, if you think about it, like, you have Zelban's gigantic defense, you have Michelle's gigantic attack boost, you have all those little things that are added in that you don't get with that. Like, yeah, Bran has the high defense also, but it's not quite as high. What's her name? I can never remember her name in the global version. Lucina or...
Yeah, Lucina.
Lucina, yeah.
Her attack boost
is only like
less.
Compared to Michelle's, what is it, 110? 115.
Yeah.
So it's not even really close when it comes to that. And also then you have like, what's his name? Darvan. He has the super brave burst single target, which you don't see out of any of Michelle's batch. So you're just holding yourself back with that. You can't run the same kind of squad. Kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm wondering if they're going to come out with new, interesting little like ways to get around that. Like instead of, you know how like now they have these ones that have the attack up for Earth or blah blah blah, all that stuff. I mean, are we going to see more stuff like that where they're going to start adding in new aspects to the game where it's not just like, okay, this one refills BB gauge.
Well, yeah.
Probably we'll get those. I mean, they're Japanese, right? They think of anything.
Are pretty damn smart.
Yep, they are.
Okay.
Oh yeah. A final verdict for Lilith. For Luly.
She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute, but I don't think she'll be something that free player should raise. because she's so limited in what she can do.
Unless she's the only good unit that you have.
Yeah, she's still pretty good, but compared to other units, I'd I'd still pick other units compared to Luly if I were a free player.
Such as who?
So who do we have up next?
All right, and last but not least, we have I'm gonna say her name wrong. Rina.
Rina?
Rina.
Rina.
Rina rhymes with arena, and I think that's about all she's good for.
Well, yeah, her BB and SBB is nothing special. Paralyze and Curse isn't really a good.
They don't complement each other because they just both pretty much prevent you from doing something. It's like you don't need to be doubly prevented since one of them covers pretty much everything. It's
What
like,
do you need the curse for if they're already paralyzed?
that's like who had this combination? It was injury and paralyzed. Like, okay, you can't move, you can't attack, but since you can't attack, we're also going to weaken your attack, even though you can attack, you know? So it's like, the pairing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam's watching right now, but I was just looking at the SBB skill, and it says Paracurse, and I automatically read that. I automatically read that as 4 curse.
I mean, unless it's an either or type thing where it's like, you know, one will activate or the other satisfy. But if they both activate, that makes no sense.
Yep.
Alright, so do you think it's even worth anyone who has one leveling it up? I mean, probably better leader skills.
I will say her stat distribution is pretty decent.
Yeah, it's better than.
Yeah, her breaker's kind of suffering at defense, but other than that, I mean, she's got a decent attack, she's got a decent defense, she's got a decent recovery. I think she's going to be usable for the Thunder Arena. I have her raised up already for that. I mean, I'm using her as a leader because I'm going for pure power now. I've been all over the place as far as Thunder Arena is concerned, and when it originally came out, I had no idea that we'd even have Rina.
Yep.
So I raised up like all kinds of units that I'm never going to use again, which I'm kind of upset about. But yeah, well, listen, I'm still going to use her.
6,000 HP for Lord is like the staple of units right now.
Yeah, it really is. You see 6,000 a lot, and that's something where when you see an anime unit, then you're like, ooh, nice. Especially when they have a higher recovery, because you're like, bye. Don't even need to worry about that.
Alright, so overall, what would you say overall about these three?
Oh, we didn't do the tier rankings.
Oh, no, we didn't. Formana?
Wait, let me check.
We need like Jeopardy music playing in the background.
Dude.
Anyhow, the playlist is released on the NLNP Fan Page. Anyone's interested to check it out. I haven't updated it yet. The Rina, Lunaris, and Luly is still on the projected list. Gonna try them out soon. So yeah, basically, where's Luly? Luly is in the B tier because unlike the other element reducing units like Drive, Surges, and Ramna, she does something outside her element, so that's the HC increase up. So I might put her higher, depending on her what do you call this, on her actual use. And then Lunaris is S tier, just lower than Melkio, because I personally think that Melkio is still better, just because of his really low SPP fill count. And finally, we have Rina. I think she's gonna be in the low tier because 65% attack up isn't really something special.
The only thing that I can think of using Rina is the Thunder Vortex.
Yeah, me too. For general questing, I don't think her BB is really that good. Well, for killing Karl, I guess she's a really good unit.
Yeah.
All right. And all right, I think now.
Questions? Do we have questions?
Let's see what questions we have, because I'm really interested here.
Let's start with the Hangout questions.
Okay. I don't think we have. Let me see here.
Okay.
No. Yeah, we don't have any Hangout questions. We actually don't have the Hangouts app open since we did open this through YouTube.
Oh, okay. So YouTube
So
questions
let's
then.
see what we have here.
Ralph, do you have any? Mofo?
Not really a lot of questions.
Do they see this chat? Yes, we do.
I'm going down the list now too. I'm looking here. We already answered. Does Lunaris 6-star replace Kukuri 6-star? Let's see here. Someone wants to know. I recently got Fee and Kaja. Are they any good? I say reference our last episode because we did go over that. Or was it the last one or the one before that? I can't remember.
I can't remember too.
It might have been the one before that, but you know what? Watch them all. They're all good. So let's see what else we got here. A little off topic, but should I run 6-star Aisha or Centaur for Trixie? I read that and I automatically say Centaur because I'm just like, for blah 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 blah. All right.
Is the girl you want?
He does not have GX yet. So does anyone want to answer that one?
I will. You will want to run Aisha because her crit rate percentage is larger than Bordebegia's. His is actually the lowest of all the crit raises at 30%, and hers is at 45%.
Okay.
There we go.
That
Aisha,
works.
Aisha, all the way.
Just gonna add a little to that. The only way you can replicate SGX buff to reach the 70% hard cap for critical hit chance is you need to add in Havoc access to Aisha's buff.
Okay.
Another question here: is Aleut viable for Maxwell? I ask that everyone ends with question mark on their questions, and I'm just saying that because I'm extremely lazy. So when I read through your stuff, I pause on the ones that have question marks. If you don't have a question mark, I automatically pass by it. I just happen to see that one.
He is a grammar Nazi. Trust me.
For the Maxwell preparation, I'll direct you to Reddit. We'll post the link on the description. When Maxwell comes out, and after I beat him on my personal account, I'm going to try him out over and over again on my free time with all the available units that I have, so I can post guides about it. So keep your tabs on Reddit. I'll be posting all my guides there.
That's right. I should probably tell you who's asking the question as well. That was from Colin Gover. So let's see here. Oh, look at this. Bearded Knight Karl has a question. He wants to know why is Formana so sexy and what can I do to get in dem pants? I don't know what that means. Can you explain that one, Bearded Knight Karl? I'm confused.
You need Jesus.
Oh god.
All right. Let's see here. Shift Monkey says question mark. I'm gonna say exclamation point. All right, here we go. Is it worth evolving any of these 6-star guardians other than Zephyr, other than Arena 2?
Huh.
And that one is from Diego V.
I'm definitely going to evolve Aleut.
Yep.
And
Ready.
so this.
See, that's a good question because those are well, Sodas I'm sure we'll get to next week. But as far as Audioot goes, I'm kind of on the fence about him. Like, is he going to get phased out really fast? And what are you going to use him for if you do raise him up?
I'm gonna use him for the guides, I think, because some people are really limited with their units, and I'm gonna try if I can use him as a alternative for a unit. For example, a load-in in a
I
max.
actually, and you know what? That's kind of. I had the same thinking about that because I'm thinking that before we get Maxwell, we should have his 6-star by then, and I was going to put him on one of my teams. You know, his BB region isn't as high as Loden's, but it's still a BB region, and he can still contribute something towards helping build up the BB bar. Also, the added fact that he has a very good HP region over 3 turns as well, so he can back up the healer with his region as well.
Plus, do you not see how he looks like?
He does look like a badass.
Okay,
Like,
I got it. Well, 5-star. So I mean,
listen, if I was walking down the street, I would not want to screw with him.
all right, so
Alright, guys, we got another question.
Here's his 5-star.
Bam.
Let's see.
See? And
Ethan?
on his 6-star, he has his sword out, and that sounded wrong.
Who?
All right, what's
On his 6-star, he has his sword out, and he's showing it to everybody.
Why are you excited that he's showing sword to everybody?
He does kind of look womanly. Maybe not as much as Atro, but
Nah, he just got the pretty boy look.
he's out there.
The long flowing hair.
Atro is a girl. Come on.
You know, Elliot looks kind of like the main villain in a lot of different anime. You know what I mean? He's like the guy who is going to be like, oh, you know, he's fine now, he's on our side and everything, and like he's maybe like the commander of whatever, and then all of a sudden like you find out he's actually evil and he's trying to take over the world.
Yeah, he does have a Sephiroth feel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, any other questions?
Probably. Yes. There's a ton. Let's see here. Is it pointless to have 2 crit buffers for crit teams, such as Dual GX and 6-star Aisha?
Yes, it is very pointless.
And that one is from the names tie.
Okay.
Well, if you don't have any other strong hitter units, you can just use Aisha as the last attack, so she won't override GX.
No. You want her to attack first, because the second one is going to override the first one.
No, that's the same thing as Aisha attacking last, and then the next turn, SGX will attack first again.
That is, if he has his Brave Birth bar. Other than that, so it's like, if you must cast them both in the same turn, you want to go Aisha first and then Dual GX to make sure that you get the 60% and not the 45% for everybody else.
Let's see here. One more question, and that is from Leviathan. I don't have Michelle, but I have every other bit of a crit team. Will it still work properly?
Yep. Michelle is actually just there to add attack to everyone. It's like how do you call this? It's like a 600% increase to the whole team. If you don't have it, have her. Not a big deal because by herself, her SBB doesn't deal that much of high damage anyway. So you can put in another high hitting unit, high damage unit like Dilma, and it would still be the same effect.
Effective, yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Move on to the next one. It's going to be Lance Dungeons.
Dun dun dun! Has anybody cleared this without a crit team?
I did.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Well, technically I did because I forgot to change my leader to Zebra.
How many gems did you go through?
One.
Just
Okay,
one? That's
one.
actually pretty good. That's not bad.
Well,
at all.
this is what happened. I had my whole team ready. I was going to use a Zebra Mare combination, but none of my Zebra friends were on. But my Mare was still up, and I had already hit OK without switching my Mare to Zebra. So I went in with Mare with this team, doing nothing but Elemental, and it just wasn't enough. Like I was able to actually get two. I was able to get two Lance, but after attacking with everybody, I only got him like past the halfway mark of the south, and then that was it. And then he attacked and then wiped out my whole team. So then I had to gem, and then after that, then I finished the rest of the south bar. But if that had been Zebra, that probably would have been the whole life bar.
Yeah.
So moral of the story.
Moral of the story, check your leader before you go in.
Well, that, and for every mare, there must be a Zebra.
That's true. And
It's like the law.
who said that they went in with a normal team? I missed
I
it.
did. I've
What'd you
used
use?
Monofire with Felne's friend.
Monofire with a Felnius friend.
Yep. Because I was kind of testing my Vishra for that dungeon.
How'd that go?
I've used one gem. Just because I've used all of my revives to reviving Felnes.
Can we talk about how excited I am to be able to actually hear your voice? For anyone who's just watching this for the first time, Mofo has had like a I don't know, it was like a Walmart mic or something like that, and we could not hear a damn word that he was saying at all. And it was like yeah, people were commenting like, who is the robot in the background? We were like, no, it's a person, I swear. Listen. Not planning world domination here. So, yeah, you said you had to basically just keep gemming or you had to gem because of Felnius?
Yeah, something like that. Because I've been using Felnes has been like a pain in the ass every time I had to revive him.
But you still made it through with just one gem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive. That's basically that's what I've been hearing all around is everyone using one gem. I've only seen maybe like a handful of people who haven't used a gem, and that's I don't know. I guess it's because there are less enemies, so the crit teams don't work as well because you can't get your Brave Burst back up as easily. I know I ran into that the first time I went through it. I was like completely unprepared for it. I was taken completely off guard by the whole thing. I had no idea it was coming out. No clue. And hold on, I'm just gonna wait for Blackula to finish typing.
Wow, you still can hear that?
Oh, dude, it's so loud. Like, you should seriously. I
thought he was doing that.
I wonder if keyboard has shelter.
Yeah.
I load my mic like lower than half.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I think because your mic's built into your computer, that it's just gonna. It seriously, it sounds like you're like just like playing drums on your desk or something.
I've never heard anyone hate their keyboard more than.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
So would you say this is a lot easier than
One question for Lance.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like the Lance dungeon was a little bit way more easier than the Vargas one?
Easier? I don't know because I didn't run a regular team.
Yeah, I don't know too.
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's about the same difficulty, but then how did you clear your Lance dungeon?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think all the legendary dungeons will be pretty underwhelming just because we can use script teams to clear it.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I mean, if you think it's easy, then try doing it with a regular team.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
Yeah,
that's what makes it easy, the critical teams.
And that's the thing. If I had been more prepared for this, I think I may have tried to raise up an actual squad, but it literally just came out of nowhere. And I'm thinking, like, okay, yeah, I mean, it has been a while since Vargas came out, but it hasn't been that long. And I'm thinking, like, that wasn't registering on my mind at the time. Actually, I was expecting to see Thunder Vortex Arena before I was expecting to see Lance. And the fact that it came out, I kind of thought that was going to come out with the entire, September update.
Yeah,
So, for the Vargas dungeon, if you look at the Vortex, it went back up to 26 days. Does that mean Vargas is going to be out for another 26 days?
Yeah, Gumi already said it's permanent.
Okay, yeah, so that makes more sense too, because it's, especially for free players, it's a dungeon that there's no way you're going to be able to clear anytime soon if you aren't prepared for it. And to be able to prepare for it as a free player, it's going to take you a while. And that's not saying that you can't do it. It's saying that you're not going to be able to run a full Earth team. You're going to have to get your best available units, and maybe it'll be by the time Dalvin Shell's group comes out and everything like that, maybe by then you'll be able to take it on. But like right now, I'm a free player in Japan, and I have a lot of trouble clearing most of that stuff, even with a decent team. I have a team that's probably capable of taking on Maxwell, but those dungeons are pretty difficult, and gems are hard to come by. So I feel your guys' pain. I know how hard it is to get through that stuff, and gems are precious, and you don't want to have to waste it just to get a sphere that is going to help you clear other stuff in the future.
Would you say that it's worth it to gem at least 3 times since you're breaking even? Because when you clear it, you gain 3 gems.
Yeah, I think
Yes
it's worth
and
it.
no. I mean, as a free player, that's the thing, though. Like, those 3 gems go a long way. You know what I mean? If you have the option of clearing it with 1 or maybe 2, getting that extra gem or whatever, that's going to be huge. And I know that everyone's probably loving the whole, getting a gem per day right now, but especially if you're new to the game, if you've just started and this is something that you haven't seen before, it ain't like this all the time. You're not going to get gems every day. You know what I mean? You're not going to be getting that. So those gems are going to be huge if you can pick them up without actually having to spend it on the way. But that being said, I mean, they're good spheres, so it's not like it's going to hurt to break even. It's just not the ideal situation.
Yeah, definitely.
It's this type of gem, because it's given for free, but you just gotta beat the guy. I think it's the closest thing to buying something in the game that's overpowered, because the spheres are really good. And for 3 gems, you really can't get anything that beats these specific gems. I think it's totally worth it if you spend. I tell people to spend even 10, because if you can get that sphere, it's a really good sphere. You'll never get another one like it.
Yeah, if you have the disposable income and you just don't have the squad, by all means, go for it. Get the sphere.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Do you guys remember that the one that used about 30-something gems just to get
the first
through
guy who cleared
dungeon?
in Japan.
Holy shit!
That's all.
He went in with a standard dark team without a healer.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Against Vargas.
Oh, man. That's...
And he was
Got
so proud
destroyed.
to get in less than 30 gems.
That is insane. 30 gems. That's, wow. But I guess, like, yeah. Yeah, I'm just
a little too much.
I'm thinking of all the different places that those gems could go to, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
So where do you think the gems can go efficiently? If you're a brand new player, you got a low amount of gems, where would you efficiently be investing gems in?
Level up.
Inventory.
Let me tell you.
Inventory space.
Up. I will tell you this right now. I'm telling you from a free player standpoint, if you are not leveling up right now, you are not going to survive in this game. And why is that? Because units that are coming out are a huge cost. There are so many units right now that if you want to be able to survive later on in this game, you're going to need to run an entire team of 6 stars. Right now in the Japanese version, I'm level 109. I still can't run an entire squad of 6 stars, which is crippling because there's a lot of stuff I need to do that I can't do right now. So if there's one thing I can say to use gems on, once you have a good squad, level yourself up, refill your energy when you have the chance to, so that you can actually use the rare summons that you get. Because if you sit there and keep rare summoning with the gems that you get, you're going to sit there with a full inventory and not be able to use any of the units that you have when units start costing 27 a pop.
Good answer. I like.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend spending gems on energy until you have around 60, I guess. Just because you can, with 60, you can do 4 normal metal parades.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You may not need to rely completely on metal parades in the coming future. You want to take advantage of events when you actually get them. Like whenever they're running a certain type of event, you want to be able to look out for it, and you want to be able to take advantage of it at that point. But don't go just throwing stuff into a unit just because you have it. Make sure that you're researching your unit and make sure that it's something that you're going to use in the long run so that you can level that up and continue on. And one way to do that is to listen to this podcast. Just saying.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
That was pretty smooth, man.
I'm just saying.
I hope someone's listening to this. Crystals and honor summon, please.
Yes, please bring crystals to honor summons. Oh man.
So
But
yeah, for the going back to the Lance Dungeon, I also have a team building guide up on Reddit, and we'll be putting the link in the description.
Plugs.
that.
All right. You guys ready to move on?
Yep.
I suppose.
All right, and we have Frontier Hunter Season 6.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Sell.
Free gems.
Free gems.
Another
Burst frogs.
Oh yeah, the burst frogs. Speaking of burst frogs, I haven't received my burst frogs yet from the last Frontier Hunter.
Uh-oh.
Itchy, this is the one when you're gonna hit 21, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I
In the
screwed
excess
it
of-
last time.
In the excess of 21, you should get a burst frog for every HR +1.
I think I only need +1 HR, so I'm literally gonna do like 10 runs. That should keep me in it. I'm not too worried about anything else. But I know that there are a lot of people out there that are really interested in getting those extra ones that they need. So Formana, what do we need to do that?
Well, for the new players, for who's gonna tackle Frontier Hunter, if you're new to this event, you should check Reddit and look for my guide there. We'll be posting that on the description,
You know what's really weird?
as always.
I just went to the description in this current video that people are watching right now, and I just found your post. So, look at that. Formana, Reddit. Okay, so under his name in the description, there is a guide. If anyone wants to go to that and put it up on their screen.
I'll go. 1 second. Okay.
Wait, what does Blackie look at? What does Blackie looking at? It's like half naked chicks in some kind of picture or something. Sorry.
How about
I know
this?
what that is.
1 second.
Oh, that's a character in a new Mortal Kombat.
There we go. Mortal Kombat.
Here. There we go.
Who said there we go?
Me.
Oh, there we go. I'm like scrolling through screens just to see what everyone's doing, making sure no one's on any sites they shouldn't be.
So let's start with the basics. If you don't know what Frontier Hunter is, go to this link and click that
there
link
it is.
in order to go to the Brave Frontier wiki and read everything about it there, how to gain ranks, how to recover the orbs that you need to run Frontier Hunter, what enemies you're gonna encounter. But for the basic guide, this is the simplest guide I've ever written, and this is aimed at newer players so they can get the most out of Frontier Hunter. Start off, let's go to the characteristics of recommend.
Formana, real quick, can you zoom in a little bit so we can see a little better?
Oh, sorry. How do you zoom in again?
Control, hold control, then scroll up.
I don't have a mouse wheel.
Wait, I know this one.
Oh, there we go. Wait, I have a touchscreen.
Yeah, there you go.
There
Whoa,
we go.
I'm getting dizzy. There we go.
Sorry. There we go. First off, we
NLNP is not responsible for any epileptic seizures suffered during this podcast.
Just a little disclaimer in there.
I'm just saying.
First off, we're looking for units who has multiple target waivers. So why do we need units with multiple target waivers? Basically, we're going to aim to get the highest points. And the way you get points in Frontier Hunter is spark well, you deal damage, you deal elemental weakness damage, you multi-kill, you do one-turn kills, you do kills within 3 turns, and you don't use items. Did I miss anything?
Overkill.
Oh yeah, overkill.
We should probably post that. There's a link that actually shows the specific points you earn for everything that you do in Frontier Hunter. Does anybody have that?
Yeah, it's linked on this thread. And I think the app invasion link for the Frontier Hunter guide is also linked in the comment section. So, moving on, we are looking for units that have high hit count or units that has. You can check your units if they have that kinds of characteristics in Sam Greenpock's website, Brave Frontier Pros Tumblr. Some examples would be Douglas, Sarin, Kayana. I'd recommend Sarin. She's a free unit, but if you're a new, what would I recommend?
What if you don't have Sarin?
Yeah, if a new player that doesn't have Sarin, whatever you get from rare summon that has a multiple target bravers, that would be good enough. Even Larius.
Preferably like over 10 hits.
Yep, that's pretty good. The next would be a good attack animation, so you can spark better with them, and you should practice your sparking and attack pattern. This is very important. And this is the most interactive part of the game.
Speaking of sparking, let me ask, if you have 5 or 6 Dougs, would you recommend manually casting all the SPBs, or would you rather just auto-battle it and let it go on its own? Which is more fun?
Manual. Because there are times when you go auto, and it's like the first 4 will go back to back to back to back, but right when it's getting ready to do the 5th one, it'll pause and stop for a second, and then it'll do the 5th one, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't continue like going right after the other. Like I don't like that long pause right there.
Yeah, if you have a slow device though, I would recommend just doing auto.
Is the loss in points for that 1 second of lag actually significant?
Not really, since the the sparks done, points has been reduced since then.
But I will say this much: when you say that, I mean you're basically saying like, all right, well, is the little bit really worth it to like pay that much attention to the details? And I'll say yes, and the reason being is because if you're going for the top 500, everyone else is doing that. If you're the one that's not, then you're the one who's going to be left behind. They're automatically going to be getting more points per run, and you're going to fall behind. It's just cumulative. You can't think, okay, well, I'm only getting an extra 20K this run. No, you're getting an extra 200K over 10 runs.
Oh, good point.
Yep. Where we actually have like our own theories about the attack pattern, and I have a few videos on my channel to show mine.
I should probably link that too.
Yeah.
Damn it, all these links.
Anyhow, moving on. I would recommend multiple copies, but not for all units. Like the best multiple copy units would be Sarin, Guyana, because they're free, and you could spend like less than 10 gems and you'd get a full team of them. So it's pretty good. Sarin is going to last very long. I'm gonna keep using Sarin for every Frontier Hunter to make guides until she can't do it anymore. And then, lastly, the most recommended would be that any unit that can apply buffs along with multiple targets. For premium units, there's Michelle, SGX, and then for free players, there's Sinan and Estia. So there. Now that we know what recommended units or squad mates that we're going to bring. Let's move on to the recommended leaders. 5 categories of recommended leaders, and that would be increase in damage, damage mitigation, spark leaders. I would recommend only if you're good at sparking. BC regeneration and immunity. The leader that I would best recommend would be a combination of BC regeneration and damage mitigation. Because if your units are sparking, you would still be able to kill the enemies within 3 turns. And then in return, you'd have full Brave Burst, and they're not going to touch you.
You know what I kind of feel like you should have with this? A nice PowerPoint presentation. I kind of want to see, like, as you go through, I want you to, like, click through the slides and just have, like...
I'll try that next time, you know.
I think that would be pretty damn cool.
Professor Formana.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I feel like that's what I was thinking. I feel like I'm in class right now, and I'm sitting here, like, I've got, like, my 2 hands underneath my chin. I'm just, like, looking ever so longingly, just...
No PowerPoint. He's got to have the whiteboard up. We gotta actually see him standing there.
Yeah,
he's gotta have his pointer in hand and draw everything.
Brace to your lecture, Professor.
So,
And bring your pony too.
by then.
I've got a whiteboard in my room.
You do.
Podcast
I actually have a whiteboard in my
I
room.
do. I have a
Because I'm
whiteboard.
in Germany. Anyway, moving on. The best combination that I would recommend is Felnius and Agra. There's always a lot of really nice high-ranking players that would friend you up and lend you their Gra in order to help you get your Medulla Gem or heck even your Leg One.
Leg one.
Yeah, so keep an eye for those nice players. So moving on to the spears. It's always better to focus on damage mitigation and survival, because anything you can't clear, you can't get points from. And the only way to clear a stage is to survive it first. Then you worry about dealing damage. Makes sense, right? So I'm going for the more HP, then more defense, then more recovery, then more attack. And of course, when you have Sacred Jewels and Medulla Gems, you don't have to worry about that. Just equip it on the squad that you're going to bring in Frontier Hunter. And here for the general guide, this applies to entrance, middle, and end. So give it a read. It's pretty basic. Also has the bonus battles and the reminders. And for Terminus, they're pretty hard, and I'll be making guides for them every season. And as usual, they'll be posted here on Reddit. That's all.
Yay! Big round of applause for Professor Formana. That was nice.
Oh my gosh, this is moving so slow.
Do you have any questions about Frontier Hunter?
I bet we might.
Here, let me look.
Oh, Leon's in the chat. What's up, Leon?
Leon.
Wait. Why don't we have Leon in here failing in a lance stun?
Get him in here! Get him in here!
Somebody go get Leon in here. We need a failing. Damn it. Alright, what did I miss in the chat? Damn, you guys are active.
Itchy, I got a question.
Oh, God.
And
no, it is not contagious, and yes, I'm sure she will forgive you if you tell her.
alright, we're gonna leave your personal life out of this, but when Maxwell, how long do you think it will take free-to-play players to start getting Maxwell?
When more units come out. I don't think it's going to be something they're going to be able to do presently, unless they get really lucky with their rare summons. But the more units that come out, the higher stats they have. When we get the stat imps, when we get spear frogs, all that good stuff, that's probably around the time that they're going to be able to actually take it on, because it's not really doable unless you get really lucky with your rare summons. And that's because you need like the right combination of units, and that's something that you can't get unless you actually get lucky or pay for it.
Alright.
Leon's already in.
What?
That was quick.
Damn, son.
Leon, the viewers are actually cheering you to fail.
Poor Leon. Muted up. He can't even defend himself right now.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's the only question I see right now.
Let's see. There's a bunch of them here. Guys, could you do that challenge that I asked earlier? Crap, I didn't see it. What was it? You should post it again, because I totally missed it, and I don't feel like scrolling back. When do you think burst frogs are showing up in honor summons? Never! No, someday, maybe. Who knows?
Do you guys have anything to say about all this injection that's happening?
Oh god.
I would
rather-
rather stay out of the
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd rather not want to talk about politics in this podcast, but rest assured, Gumi is doing something about it, and Leon already got banned. He got accidentally suspended, and a lot of a lot of high-ranking players as well. So Gumi's doing something about it. Rest assured. So it's not something to worry about.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
I don't even think it affects
Yeah.
anybody. All the high-ranking players don't cheat, so
Leon, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I think they found the root of the problem, like immediately. So that's why the unban was pretty fast.
oh, that's pretty good news then. That means they're going to be coming up with a solution very quick.
Yeah, they found the root of the problem.
I wonder if that root is related to the BF crashing like crazy.
Not really. The unexpected error? I'm not experiencing it.
I get a lot of my BF closes like at least every 3 arena matches.
Do you have what are you? Android?
I am Samsung S5 Active Android 4.42, I think.
Maybe it has something to do with the device. I'm not crashing on my iOS.
I haven't crashed on my iPhone at all.
Yeah, since,
I played on my iPhone 4S and it still happened. It was still crashing.
now, since I updated to 1.1.20, everything's been smooth for me. But when it was 1.1.19, I had the same problems. It would crash almost off every arena match. It would crash, and Quest, it would crash while infusing. It just everything. And it's like, and then there was one point where I couldn't even get back in the game. Brave Frontier unexpectedly stopped. So I would go back in. Brave Frontier unexpectedly stopped. I'm like, what the hell? So then I had to uninstall the game and reinstall it just to get back into the game, only for it to just crash some more while I'm doing stuff in it.
So repeat your resolution for that again.
I uninstalled the game and reinstalled it. I did a fresh reinstall. And
Are you Google Play or Amazon?
Amazon. I was on
Did you have to update Amazon App Store or anything? Did that affect it at all?
Nope, didn't. At that time I didn't. But once the new actual patch came out, 1.1.20, I updated it from the Amazon App Store, and then everything's been smooth.
Good to know.
Because I know a lot of people. I mean, there was tons of people. You go on Facebook, on their page, and everybody's. You see all the complaints about all the crashing. So it's like it was a ton of people.
Oh yeah, still happening for me. So hopefully I'll reinstall it and it'll fix it. We'll see.
Anyway, since we were talking about Frontier Hunter, we're also expecting a patch come Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's from 12 midnight until 7 a.m.
Oh boy.
Server time.
Wait, what?
That's a huge patch.
Server time.
It's the fix.
No, it's a patch, not just a fix.
From what time to what time?
12 midnight server time to 7 a.m.
Yeah, they're implementing a lot that patch for it to be down 7 hours.
7 hours. Wow. That means
Now this isn't official, but what I think it would include is a lot of quality of life improvements, like having more friends to 100, but you need to buy the friend slots.
I will gladly do that.
Yeah, more friends. And we'll be having town upgrades
Whoa.
for soul generator and so on.
Ooh. I'm just
We'll be
wondering.
having a new map as well after Agni. So, what's that guy's name?
I'm just wondering, has there anything been implemented to make selling stuff in town easier instead of having to do one item by one item?
Oh yeah, we might have the Japanese quality of life updates, like for easier selling, and what else?
It is a pain. Like
Easier crafting as well. We might have that.
Because my item inventory is at 375, and it gets full after like an hour of farming. Then I gotta sit down for like 10 minutes selling stuff back just to make room.
Oh, you're gonna love the easier synthesize when you just need to hold it and it synthesizes.
Nice.
You don't have to click over and over again.
There's actually a feature on the main home screen that I want implemented. I don't know if you can see my screen, but when you hold down like energy and experience, you can see your information, your level, your current experience, your experience to the next level, your honor points. If we can implement something with the same kind of method for an arena timer, that would be awesome. Because I'd like to know when exactly my arena sphere is going to come back.
You just have to place it to a bar.
There's no timer though. I mean, you can see that it's there, but the next one that's coming, you don't know exactly when unless you actually turn on your phone and set up a stopwatch.
That's true.
Yeah. So what else do we have? We'll be having Zephyr's half. So we'll probably be having a midweek show for that one, and the other updates.
Boy, I hope so.
Yeah.
Zephyr half?
Yeah, Zephyr's half.
You're
Oh no, I'm sorry. Farland's half. I mean.
Farland, Sodas, and
Cygnus.
Cygnus.
Yeah, that one.
Well, you know what?
Farland's gotta be on tomorrow.
You know what I think I'm gonna do?
Oh, sorry, it's tomorrow then.
Hold on a second. Well, actually, that's what I'm actually. I do have a question about that because is it tomorrow, or is it the 14th? Because the special summon period on the picture says 23:59 to 13th, so it's like the next minute would be the 14th. So I'm wondering about that. Is it
Gonna be tomorrow.
Okay.
It's gonna be tomorrow, Jamie. Oh, Blackula.
So, lastly, we'll be having new arena ranks. We're not sure if the ABP is going to reset.
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too.
If it resets, I'm quitting the game.
Oh, I hope it resets.
Leah, where are you? Like 920 something K?
Yeah, Leon's at the top 30.
He's top 10, right?
Yeah, he's in the top 10. Who's number 1 right now? Sport.
I think it's Fort.
Fort, Rebirth. Who's D? I don't know that guy. Quasar.
That chaos.
I hope it resets. Resets back to 704.
Oh, you would. You would. Well, I haven't gotten to 700, so it wouldn't.
If it really resets, I'm really quitting this game.
What if it resets and they reimburse all the gems used?
Hell no. Still no.
That's time. I mean, you don't get time back. You know, you don't. Time is something you never get back.
I just dropped ranking again.
Ivani, Careza.
So yeah, we don't. What else do we talk about? Are there any questions?
I hope so.
Okay.
I'm testing out my Frontier Hunter chain. Not
Can
funny.
someone check?
Here we go. This one's from Jake Baca. NLNP, would it be smarter to keep doing Terminus for its consistent lineup, or would you recommend doing End for the chance at really good spawns?
I would say I'll try that out. If you can consistently complete Terminus, you will only want to do Terminus because you will be able to convert most of your esteem in Terminus because it's I think what is it? It's either 15 or 20% is converted over to your overall esteem compared to the other ones, which are much less. So it's like if you're trying to get to that top 500, so you can get a +5, you're gonna want to do Terminus over and over. And the thing is, and like you said, the thing with Terminus, since it doesn't change, you don't have to worry about hoping to get that good spawn. Like in the previous run, it was just like, oh, please, let me have the two voracious gods, or let me have this mob, and then you get Mandragora, or you get the Miracle Totem, or you get, or even Mifune. Mifune! I hate Mifune. But, yeah, so Terminus only. Once you get the Terminus, then... And you can experiment with more teams there, so it's like the mobs aren't going to change, so you maybe want to try a different unit against this mob and see how it works for the overall team. So you can experiment more there, since you have a constant, so you can experiment more.
Yeah, I kind of miss the end mobs though, like when Mifune recites you a haiku and then kills you.
Oh my god!
Lead it just go suicide.
Dude,
Mandragora just goes
it's just like you get, but then like you have a good score, and then all of a sudden you see this thing and you're just like, my score, what? You messed up my score, or like another one, if you get Lugina at the end, he always messed up my score. Like I would be like so close to getting, on the other ones I'd be close to 1 million or whatnot, and then I'd have like maybe coming into round 5 and like 700 something or close to it, where it's like if I would have had a good mob, then yeah, and then all of a sudden he comes out and it's Lugina, and I'm just blank stare on my face. I'm just like, why? I mean, why do you hate me? Do you not want me to get 1 million points in this thing?
Do you guys see this? Leon's fighting against Fort, and he has Lunaris versus Kikuri as leader. What do you guys have to say about that?
Leon's about to. Leon, he just won this.
Fort spent a lot of money? I don't know.
Well, if he feels Lunaris is better as an arena leader versus Kikuri.
I thought Fort.
What do you mean? Because he's the #1 player right now in arena?
I don't think the 15% increase is worth replacing the.
No, I didn't get to look there, but what was the win-loss ratio? Because that kind of, I don't know. If he's been losing a lot, then it doesn't matter what leader he has as long as he's paying to get up there.
I don't really believe the win-loss ratio, especially the losses, when you can just turn off your thing every time you lose.
Okay, can you do that again?
They fixed it already.
Yeah, they fixed it. I know they
I stopped doing that a long time ago. It was so pointless for me. But yeah, I think with Lunaris as leader, that extra 15% on Breaker Lyras, that's an extra 300 damage and an extra damage for their Brave Burst. So I think it's kind of worth it because you don't need that Brave Burst fill if Lyra fills up so fast.
Well, the thing is, that 15% still isn't enough to one-shot a unit. The only thing that will help one-shot a unit is a crit. So it's kind of useless. But compared to the increase in BC value, which more or less reduces the BC cost by 1, which is, if you look at it, it's not very high, but sometimes when you look at your BBs and all of them are close to filling and they're not really full, and just sad.
Yeah, those are some really sad times when like everybody is like really clear, like 1 or 2 BC away from getting their Brave Burst.
We'll see in the future when we have double spheres, Havoc Axe, and the Angelic Foil, or rather the Heaven Sword, the Angelic Foil with 15% crit. Now that's going to change the arena scene
Mm-hmm.
because we'll have like 10% base crit and 20% from Havoc. That's 45% chance to crit. You can even win in turn 1. It's a pretty high chance to win in turn 1.
Alright, well I know we are running out of time, so do we want to move on to our rare summons?
Alright, sure.
I think it's time. I
can't
need to
rare-
know who's going first here. I
I'll
think
go
we should
first.
go. There
I can't rare someone right now.
we can't rare summon right now.
Look at my
What is this
screen.
blasphemy?
Full gems.
Look at my screen.
Ugh, who does a run when it's time to rare summon? Honestly.
No,
Yeah.
I've been doing this one for a while. This is going very slow.
Apparently.
Look how slow they're moving.
Alright, Derrick. You're up.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
summon.
Who do you want?
I actually want Fee.
Fee?
Yeah, I didn't get her. I got a bunch of Zelhas instead. I wanted Fee to test out her Heart Crystal ability. It's like apparently very high, like 85% or some weird ridiculous number. And I wanted to see if that actually really replaced the need to have a healer. But I think you have Leon's screen up.
Nah, I have yours up. You're good.
Really?
Really?
Huh. How about that? Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I don't see it on the screen. Let's touch the bottom left. I think people get lucky here on the bottom left. Oh, man, I already have one. Anima, come on.
Breaker.
Oh, I already have a breaker.
Could be worse.
Should have done.
Yeah, I already have a breaker. Except for right here. Oh well. Next.
Who's next?
I'm up.
Who's I'm up? I don't know that person.
Mofo.
Okay, here we go.
Mofo.
I just got a new mic and you don't know me.
Listen, I can't distinguish that without the robot alien voice going on over top of it.
Okay. I'm taking bets now.
Alright, top right. You gotta do top right this time.
Hold on, don't hit it yet, don't hit it yet.
Okay, I'm taking
Geez, who do I think it's going to be? I think you are going to get Luly Lord.
An Oracle Chicken Barbecue.
Breaker Rina.
Oh, it's red. Is it red? Oh.
Breaker Rina. Oh.
Man, I wanted to fire. I don't have one yet. I'm so mad.
It's moving so slow that it's just like, I feel like I'm in like slow motion here, or I may have taken some kind of psychotropic drug or something.
What type do you want?
Uh,
Well, anima, of course.
no, I already had a breaker. And now
There you go.
So
Leon,
Bastard.
Leon's next, I guess.
I still have
I'll go
my
last.
pen.
Alright, where's Leon at? There we go.
I have a webcam now.
Guesses on what Leon's getting.
Oh, rainbow.
He's gonna get a Leviathan.
Top
That is
left,
fine.
top
I mean,
left.
lock that.
Go to top left.
I don't know. What am I gonna get?
rub it with your chin.
Thunderbird.
And look,
Zazabi.
I'm actually fighting the Thunderbird.
Oh my.
Vishra!
Vishra, my man.
Come on, Thunderbird, do an AoE, please.
So who's next? Am I next?
Breaker.
Well, at least it's Breaker.
Come on, Thunderbird, do an AoE.
Are these guys both doing runs? Oh my gosh.
Huh? No, I'm good. I'm just, that's GP.
Okay.
Who's next?
You are. Then
Me?
I'll go next. Yeah.
All right. I never get to go. I'm usually last. All right. What do I want? I'll take Uda. I haven't gotten Uda yet.
I've got 5 Guardian Udas.
You're gonna get a golem.
Why do I feel like this isn't gonna break? I feel like it's not gonna break. Really, where should I tap? Where should I tap? You won't be able to see. I'm actually tapping.
Bottom right. Bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay.
Click the center of that circle on the bottom right of the
It didn't break.
Yellow.
I was hoping for a Ziz.
Yeah.
Can I unsummon? Is that possible?
Oh.
Is there a way to go back? Where's the back button?
That's funny.
Let me stop here, man.
Alright, well, where is she in the booth tier? Can I at least use it there?
Around B.
B.
Not until her start one.
Alright, who's next?
I'll go.
Since I'm in the middle of a run, I'll do a summon and then I'll just tell you guys at the midweek show what I got.
Everyone see?
Barely. Yes.
I guess that counts. I can see.
Why are you so yellow?
Enter it more.
Raise it up a little. There
There.
you go.
You have hepatitis?
There you go.
Hepatitis Formana.
The light's yellow.
Where's your pony?
We can't. Is that a yellow? Is that a yellow? Is that a yellow door?
You gotta rub the circle.
Oh, it didn't break.
Oh!
No.
Dougie Fresh.
What type?
What type?
You got anima.
Look like. Oh, you
I
went too
pressed it,
far.
Sorry.
It was anima.
Anima, another anima.
Where's she? Hey, Formana. Where's
Yeah.
your pony?
There's a
Yeah, where's
pony.
the pony?
Where's your pony?
Next episode, so be sure, 100 viewers for the pony.
Formana on a pony. We need 100 live viewers, and we will definitely make that happen.
You need to talk on stream.
Live stream the pony. Seriously, you're still in this run? What is going on here? Is Skyboss Graphy giving you that much trouble?
No, it's the last stage of Ryvern. It's like what, 12 rounds, and it's as slow as this is moving.
Last stage of Ryvern?
Yeah. Because the last boss is light.
Okay.
Because I'm trying my first.
So
match
yeah, why not take some questions while Blackula's finishing his run?
Sure. What do we got?
I don't know.
Is there a link for the tier list? Wombos wants to know.
Oh yeah, I answered that one. Yeah, the tier list is
Well, if you
posted.
keep answering the damn questions, I can't pose them.
You can just go to our fan page that is listed in the description of this podcast, and you can find it there.
I say stop being such a good panelist, Formana. Jeez.
Sorry.
You're making us look bad.
Seriously. Alright, I need some like silly questions in here. You guys are too serious about this. We need something dumb. We need to raise the integrity of this podcast.
Okay, Battle 8.
Let's see here. Yeah, so many of these are already answered. How about we just answer one that was already answered? How's that sound? Never mind, I can't even find one of those.
How about this request from Randy Abram? Leon joined the podcast so that we need to see you fail.
What was that? Say it again.
Leon joined the podcast. We need to see you fail.
Who needs to fail?
Yeah, they're requesting for Leon to fail.
Oh, so you're requesting for Leon to fail.
Wow.
Leon, how does that make you feel?
How does that make me feel? I feel great, man.
I'm putting you on the therapist couch. That's why I
Such a good sport.
posted there.
He's not a good sport. He's just a masochist. All right.
You guys do the Lance dungeon already?
No, no one did the Lance dungeon. Why are you
Volunteering?
Why doesn't anyone do? It's so easy.
It's so easy. Hey
Show
Leon,
us.
why don't you show us how easy it is?
Leo, I'm pretty sure you used these words before and it didn't end well.
Hmm.
Alright, hold on. Let me set up.
I'm excited. What are you
Okay.
bringing?
I'm bringing the same theme that I did on my YouTube channel.
Your YouTube channel. Why, I believe that's in the description that I'm putting in here. If anyone wants to go check that out, be sure to go check out Leon's YouTube channel.
Hold on.
What's Leon gonna do?
Hopefully not fail.
Ouch!
There was no ouch there. I was cheering him on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, you guys ready?
The sarcasm is strong with this one.
Not at all. Hold on one second. I don't know if I have you up on the screen. Oh yeah, I do. All right, you're good. So this is looking good. All right.
That's because lava's not there.
Damn lava.
Why have
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. I don't know what he's gonna do next turn, but he's good right now.
Oh man.
Look at that, pretty.
Holy flute OP.
Yeah, holy flute for the win.
Why are you using Michelle instead of SGX first?
the fire
I
button?
get the fire.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a mare.
Oh, he doesn't have a mare. That's a good question then.
I think it would have been better if you used SGX first.
No, the dreaded tree.
Bye.
He can heal all he wants. It's not gonna make a difference.
Oh no.
No, he's good.
Oh.
He's good.
Uh,
Barely, but he's good.
If we attacked 3 times, that would have been the end of it.
Did you use a holy flute there?
Nope. You don't need to.
You don't need it?
Nope.
but he's got Lilith. Lilith.
Lilith.
I couldn't say her name.
Yeah, Lilith's drop check count is actually double, so he can drop up to 30 PC, but only on one enemy though.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Wow, that RNG.
Oh
What just happened?
That RNG. Seriously.
Oh,
Seriously, no.
This can only happen to
That's
Leon.
no.
No.
I think we were all sitting there wondering if it was gonna happen. We were like, no, no, it can't happen.
Like, it was like, go, 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 go. It was like, it stopped.
The RNG.
That is nuts.
So that's it for our weekly fail.
Yeah, I think we hit our quota.
Struggle.
The struggle is real.
Struggle is real.
Struggle is real.
Man.
And Blackula's not yet finished.
Okay, I'm
with
at
this.
the end. I'm at the end. So now we can test if this is gonna
Oh
work.
my god, this is still happening.
I'm finally here.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I can
You've
finally.
been in this for like an hour and a half.
Okay, so
Alright, so we're pretending this is Maxwell, correct?
yes.
Okay. So you want to run us through why you chose this team and why you're testing this?
Because I'm not using a felonious lead, I am trying to use the combination of Breeze's leader skill and
Sounds like the
Vishwa's
chocolate.
Vishwa's super brave burst. That every time I get attacked, my brave burst bar is going to fill and also load and help in with his super brave burst. So hopefully this thing does an AOE. 'Cause I want to see how well it's going to.
Yeah, he's Blackula's basically trying to replicate Lily Matters effect with Vishra and Reese.
Vishra and Reese.
Yeah.
He's not doing any AOE attacks. But at least Olu, I can cast him again. But he's gonna die before he can really do anything. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know if he has any big attacks or if you get him down to a certain point and he gets pissed.
I just want him to do like spam AOE attacks. Okay. And Vishra. Okay. So loading is full again already. Vishra's full again.
Vishra theme is Anima.
Yes.
Mm.
So we cast that.
It's a pretty good concept.
How often are you able to... I haven't been watching the whole time. How often are you able to use Olu's Brave Burst?
Every turn.
Every turn?
But I have Mofo put Magic Ore on Olu. Like I didn't put any stat spheres on. I put only support spheres because I am expecting Spear Frogs to come in before Maxwell, and I've already picked out what second sphere I'm going to put on this entire team. So Reeves, I have an Omni Gizmo. Temus, I have an Evil Shard. Loden, I have an Evil Shard. I had Mofo put the Magic Ore on Aulu. I have the Azalon Pearl on Vishwa since his Super Brave Burst fill is kind of... So to help his fill, I gave that to him. And then Lilith also gave an Omni Gizmo.
So Olu's Brave Burst, you're planning on just using the Brave Burst, not the Super Brave Burst, the whole time?
Well, it depends on if I need it or not. Because, like, I mean, I'm just doing it just because I can, but...
Well, that's my question. Like, are you going to be relying... I mean, are you going to forgo the defense up to be able to use to mitigate damage every turn, or are you going to wait for that Super Brave Burst and hope that it...
Yeah, I'm probably
when
gonna.
you need it.
I'm gonna eventually. I'm gonna wait. I mean, if I get to a point where I need to use the Brave Burst, I will. But if I don't need to use it, then I'm gonna wait for it to fill up. Because with that Magic Aura on, it should help fill up, and hopefully Maxwell will attack Aulu. So
Well, the thing is with Maxwell, he has ignore defense. I mean, she has ignore defense. So
I know.
you don't.
I keep going to say, hey.
You don't really need the defense up.
Now, are you planning on finishing it in one squad?
That's the goal. But I mean, for the sake of if what happens in one video that I saw where they couldn't kill Maxwell because she kept reviving herself, if somehow that happens, I do have 2 other legit squads that I have made, just in case RNG decides to say F you,
In case you got Leon or something.
I actually have, my second team is actually Formana's first team. It's like, I was putting together the team, I'm like, wait a minute, why does this team look so familiar? I'm like, wait a minute, this is Formana's first team. That's why it looks so familiar. And then I'll just show you this. I'll just show you the pictures of the squad at least. Wrong button. And I'll show you my third squad. So, units. Okay, so once again, yeah, this is my squad. Reese, that's my leader. I have her for her status immunity. And her leader.
Aren't you worried about Themis surviving though?
No. Here's the thing. By the time we get Maxwell, we'll probably have her 6-star. So I'm not worried about Themis.
I hope, but
I'm hoping. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
That's the thing, though, because I'm looking at that defense. I don't think there's a sphere on there right now, but I mean, with a sphere,
with the leg, but you gotta think.
You're gonna throw your leg wand down on her. One of your leg wands.
I'm gonna give her because we're about to get a third leg wand. I'm gonna have a leg wand. She's gonna get a leg wand. Loden's gonna get a leg wand, and Reese is gonna get a leg wand. I'm gonna give the Divine Stone to can't say her name. Lilith. I'm gonna give a Medulla to Vishra, and you don't forget, I got the 20% HP and defense also from the Aulu friend as well. So Themis is going to have over 8k. Even now, if I were to put a leg wand on her now, she would have 8k. So if we get her 6-star, she may top 10k.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's team 1. This is team 2. So I have, and for this one, I'm going to be taking Felnius friend, since I'm not like relying on the BB fill when attacks. I'm working on mainly producing stuff here. Tree for healing and removing stuff, moving status effects. Nokio to assist him with at least the prevention of it. Him for the defense, Logan for the BB fill, and Lilith for all-out attack. And then this is my team 3. I have a second tree. Now this Zelban may not stay there. If we get Aliyut's 6-star, which I think we will, then I'm highly considering taking Zelban out and putting Aliyut where I have this Zelban here. And I just have Michelle here because I really want to use Michelle. And also, Lunaris, I have her Super Brave Burst unlocked, so she will also assist Tree with removing status effects. So I'm going to, I would put not an evil shred, what was that? A gem with her so she doesn't get affected, and one on the tree as well to help the other members if they get status affected. And this is now also taking the Felnius friend.
Alright.
You guys, looking at the time, you guys want to close this up?
I think we need to do Jamie's summon, and then we will close it up.
There you go.
So let's get that out of the way.
Alright.
Are we ready? What do I want?
Yeah, if you guys want to see the dreadlocks, we're gonna show that next episode.
Yeah. We gotta tease them with something. We can't give them that every episode. That's just not fair.
Yeah.
Maybe I can show them one lock.
Give them a lock an episode.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Set.
Oracle Shida.
Here it comes.
Here we go. Ooh! Okay.
Okay, Super Rare Shida.
Touch.
Oracle 4-star Shida. That's what you get.
A tiara.
Oracle tiara.
Oracle.
Guardian.
Good enough.
Well, hey, now I have a Guardian of her because I didn't have one. So now I've got another Guardian at this batch. Now the only one I don't have a Guardian of I think is Loden. Okay.
Alright.
And that is all. Let me change my leader.
Brave Knight Karl.
What?
You wanna lead us out?
Alright, awkward pause. Alright, we would like to once again thank our guests for coming. Thank Leon for showing up to give us a little taste of the struggle.
Alright, it's a pleasure as always. A pleasure as always.
Right.
One of these days, Leon, you're gonna one-shot that dungeon. One of these days.
I already did. I already did.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me rephrase that. One of these days, you will one-shot that dungeon on here.
that is the podcast curse, alright? And we would like to thank Derrick.
What's up? It was a pleasure, gentlemen. Till next time.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone make sure to unsub Itchy.